singers would request that we stand up for this song and make both of them because they are delightful and lovely, and it's a lot more fun if you give it a shot and kind of lean into it and enjoy it.
It's okay. I think it's okay.
I like her enthusiasm.
Right.
She's into it already.
You're okay,
Okay.
That's why I was. We have another one for you, and this one is.
This one's I'm Yours by Mraz.
Okay.
Feel free to sing along.
Yes. There will be ukulele rolls.
We welcome all.
I'm going to keep plopping, I hope that's okay.
You ready?
Sit back down now. Thank you, band. You are also free. You are relinquished from the prison that is the stage. I believe that bridge part, is that, y'all were calling that scatting? You think of that as scatting? Yeah, kind of, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. It's a new art form. Also. So, welcome to Sunday Assembly Atlanta. Thank you for enjoying and participating in those fun songs. My name is Ross Llewellyn. I am the MC for tonight, this evening, and with daylight saving time, who even knows. So, welcome. We are, like I said, as maybe I didn't say, a secular community. Without DE dogma or doctrine, we like to do all the cool things that churches do just without that God part. And I think that welcomes a lot of people who might otherwise not really know or know about a community that they want to participate in. We have three main things we try to encourage people to do, which are live better, help often, and wonder more. I think this assembly, very specifically, is very focused on one of those, obviously. And yeah, once a month, on the third, second month, we get together and we do a variety of different things, or we bring in speakers, or we have icebreakers, and all sorts of cool stuff. And we always like to have music to get people into the mood and doing something together, whether it's all in unison or not, it's fine. It's totally fine. So I am going to go on my phone and find out what the actual next thing is, which actually is quite simple. It's the main thing, which is this icebreaker type conversation thing that Marla is getting set up for. She's getting ready, and I'm narrating everything she does while she does it. She's furious with my terrible narration.
Add sound effects.
I think so. Oh yes, you want Foley work? Okay, sure. Oh.
Hi, I'm Marla, and this is Anna, and we are a couple of the organizers here at Sunday Assembly, and this month we weren't able to have a full-fledged assembly, but we did want to kind of tap into what Sunday Assembly is all about. We've asked everybody what they like. Good conversation is always at the top of the list, and so we're going to have some good conversation, and a lot of it's going to be about what Sunday Assembly is about. So we're going to talk about living your best life and what that means to you, what live better means to you. But first we want you to kind of get to know each other a little bit. So we're going to ask everybody to stand up again. You don't need musical instruments for this one. And this is going to be kind of rapid fire. Go find somebody, preferably somebody you don't know, and just go and you're going to have a little conversation with them. You're going to just say, you're going to answer one question. Name something that's on your bucket list. You don't have to discuss it or get into it really deep, but just kind of explain something on your bucket list. About 30 seconds, then you'll switch, and then you're going to find another partner. All right, everybody, go back to your seats. And if I can invite those of you who have seats on the outside of the circle to kind of slide in, because we're going to have a discussion. So,
Well, I guess we just sit down.
somebody is really loud. I need you up here.
Is it me?
I think it might have been. You're on.
Probably.
have no idea.
I'm sorry, it's my inside voice.
It's wonderful. Those of you who are on the outside of the circle, could we invite you to come in a little bit closer? We're going to have a discussion, and it would be great if we could all kind of look at each other while we're doing that. And we have some extra chairs on the outside. You don't have to look.
This is strategic.
You're very
You know
intimidating.
what? I think you a pass. Yeah. And also don't seem shy, so you'll just chime in, right? Okay, great. All right. We appreciate it. We understand you don't really want to get right up front and center with people you don't know yet, but we're going to get to know each other a little bit. Did anybody have any interesting experiences that they wanted to share? Did anybody hear a bucket list item that they took on as their own? Anything like that?
I have something off topic that I can share.
Sure.
So, depression, the thing everyone has but no one actually talks about, because why? I recently got on a new medication and it has worked wonders. I actually want to live again. Surprise! I know, right?
We're about living better and just living, so welcome and thank you. I'm about to try a new medication, so maybe we should compare notes.
I believe in you. Stay strong. That adjustment period's awful.
I don't even think I was not even thinking about a bucket list until like now. I was like, oh yeah, what do I actually want to do? So I didn't have a list, I didn't come up with one.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
So when you have to come up with a bucket list item on the spot, what comes to mind for Ross?
Travel.
Travel?
Travel was, I was like, okay, I haven't gone many places. That was first.
Did you get any ideas from the people you were partnered with?
Well, just by coincidence, who was I talking to? It was Ernest, who was like, yeah, I want to learn Japanese. He said he wanted to learn Japanese. I was like, well, I'm telling you, one of mine was to go to Japan. So there you go. So we'll just tag team it. We're already planning it. The flight, I think, is tomorrow.
And don't we have a Japanese speaker in the room, right?
There you go.
You taught English, you didn't teach Japanese, you taught English.
In Japan.
In Japan.
They speak Japanese in Japan.
There you go. Hey, you teach English here, so. So just, if a couple of you wouldn't mind introducing yourselves, just give us your name and tell us if there was something about this particular topic that drew you here. We kind of just want to get a sense of why you're here. And if it's for the food. Living your best life. Okay, so you come no matter what because I need a ride. This is my husband. Anybody else have something about the topic that particularly drew them here?
Well, it's a good excuse to actually get out of the apartment and, oh my God, talk to other people.
Yeah.
Aside from, Dragon Con.
I almost said amen. Right here! But yes, I drew to that as well.
Or not only get ideas for doing charitable or other life-improving work, but also to spread your own ideas. Meet people who may be interested in what you do. For example, I've been with Sunday Assembly when they work at the Atlanta Community Food Bank.
Yeah, and so the motto is live better, help often, wonder more. And I think for a lot of us, helping often is part of living better, right? They kind of all go together. So, all right, anybody else? Oh, and let's get names. What was your name?
It's a mystery.
Okay,
It
Miss-
is.
What is it?
What do you think it is?
I can't read. Oh, it doesn't say
It
mystery.
literally says
I just put the wrong person on the spot. Yeah, and we don't require you to share your names. We just, I'd be curious. We're trying to get to know each other, and we're all about community here, so kind of getting to know a little bit more about who we're hearing from is useful. And your name, you want to tell her your name?
No, right.
Freya. And that's Ross.
Yeah.
Hello.
Tim. All right.
Sure.
Brandon? Oh, did Tim? No, Brandon or Tim? Brandon, or Tim?
Tim.
Pick person.
So I'll share, this topic seems timely to me. My uncle actually passed away very recently. I was going to share during life happens, but nothing like a death in the family to make you ponder your own mortality and what you're doing with your life and not knowing exactly how much time one has. So let's make the most of it.
Brandon, were you going to say something?
No, I had something anyway. but I guess the best version of me would go, and I know enjoy it more, so I can't.
So kind of like going to the camp?
It's okay if you take one. And your name is, let me get this in the right order, and your name is?
Your name is?
Nan. Oh, Dan.
Dan.
In school, they used to say, go! Dan. Not Nan. Anyway.
Just say go speed racer, everyone knows.
No, I got it, but I'm not going to carry on with that. What were you going to say, Dan?
So, last year has sucked due to pain, and last week I got 6 nerve blocks, which really sucked, by the way, but have somewhat helped. So for the first time in a year, I've had a chance to do stuff. So this is timely with, not just focusing on trying to exist, but doing something.
Oh, that's wonderful. I know you've heard about you're struggling with that, so.
Very good.
Yes, welcome back. What's next is, okay. Do you have your short-term numbers? So we want to kind of do some, what's the word? Group thinking, group mind. Brainstorming, but coming together with the ideas together, hive mind kind of stuff.
Mind melding.
Mind.
It's what I call, but we do that.
Are we becoming the board?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so we'll go with brainstorming. But we just kind of want to hear what live better means to you. So we can get, and if you haven't spoken yet and you're willing, we'd really like it if you stepped up and joined the conversation. So what does live better mean to you? Andy?
Being less of a jerk.
Being less of a jerk.
Finally.
Are you saying he's a jerk or you don't want to be a jerk? What is that about?
Yes, because I know as an ass sometimes to being less of an ass is a good thing.
Okay. Yes.
Comparing yourself to your past self and not other people.
Comparing yourself to your past self and not to other people. That's a near and dear to my heart. Just who else? What does live better mean to you, Tim?
Living intentionally, not sleepwalking through life, but thinking about what you want to do with your time and then living according to that.
Living with intention. All right, we need a few more because live better has a lot of meaning. Yes, Ray.
So I mentioned like a few months ago I started a job with Yamaha. So the Japanese word I hear sometimes even before job is kaizen.
How do you spell that, Brianna?
K-I-Z-E-N.
K-I-Z-E-N. And it means?
Yeah, fine. Filter here. Mostly, what is it? Incremental change.
Incremental change.
If I better.
I did that one. That goes along with yours. Right?
Continuous.
Noticing the incremental change. Yes, mystery woman.
Not settling for enough.
Not settling for enough, like wanting more than enough, wanting more.
Well, you can always stop it. I'm fine. It's fine. This is fine. But you can normalize anything if you stay in it long enough.
I hear that. Not settling, yeah. Yes, Laura.
Being mindful of your own privilege.
Being mindful of your own privilege.
That's right.
You
I have blanked on your name. I have known you for like 5 years, and I know
Being the good.
When the what?
Being the good.
Being the good?
Yes.
Like being the good that you want to see in the world, kind of being the good?
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Linda was going for president, but yeah, sure.
I just wanted to throw that. Trent,
Just for being present.
being present. Mish,
Figuring out what is actually important to you.
figuring out what's important to
What you
you.
actually value.
Would knowing your values be a way to phrase that, or is that different?
Living your
Mine is
values.
more about learning because I'm having to prioritize and then situations change and I'm having to reprioritize and being open to continuing to learn about yourself. And
Yeah. Learning about yourself and adapting, and those are all good things. I'm going to put somebody over on my left on the spot because I know she always has good thoughts. I'll give her one moment. I'm going to say, because I might take yours, I'm going to say, for me, one of the biggest ways to live better is self-compassion. I am a big proponent of self-compassion.
Have clear boundaries.
Clear boundaries.
Yes. Carolyn Pax.
Read Karen Pax. Yes. All right. I know I can squeeze one more out of you. What does live better mean to you? Taking care of yourself. So if you think of any more, just let us know. This goes on the board. And then when Anna's done, she'll step out of the way. And maybe some of you can throw out some ways that you live better as you define it. What activities do you engage in? What do you do to make it possible to live better?
Actually seeking out help for my depression as opposed to, no, it's fine to want to die all the time. I mean, I'm not dead, so it's fine.
Okay, so asking for help.
Going out of your way to seek the help, because you can ask, but it doesn't matter if you're not willing to follow through on it.
Yeah, I think being like a stubborn advocate for yourself kind of thing is what comes up for me when you say that. But yeah, don't just ask, get it, right?
Get it, girl.
Yeah.
Hearing the truth and feedback.
Hearing the truth in feedback. Do you want to say a little bit more about that?
Well, something I practice is when someone gives me feedback about something, thanking them, even if I feel like there's no way that what they're saying applies to what just happened, there's a big misunderstanding, whatever. It's like to still thank them because obviously something impacted them that I should pay attention to.
Do you want to show them the face you make when you're accepting feedback?
Make that face. It was only the first 24 times.
Since I'm teasing him, I should also give him proper credit. It's an amazing thing to watch him go, what? And then go, thank you. No, which makes for a very safe conversation. So I agree with his recommendation. Brandon.
Listening to yourself and paying attention to your needs.
Listening to yourself, knowing your own needs.
So
Anything?
I try to think of my past and future as separate people, and I try and have a good relationship with both of them.
You think of your past self and one more time.
I think of my past self and my future self as different people, and I try to have a good relationship with them.
I like it. I like it. There's I had a quote up for a really long time that was, do something today your future self will thank you for. And then there's also the being friendly with yourself in the past as not judging, right? Recognizing how you're growing instead of being stuck with what you were before and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot there. I like that. Brandon, what did you say again?
Listening to yourself and paying attention to your needs.
Sure.
Having bedtime.
Having what?
Bedtime.
Having a bedtime. We could probably add some things like eat well and exercise and get some fresh air and enjoy the sunshine when it finally shows up like today. All physical little details that sometimes get lost. Brent?
Intellectual stimulation.
Intellectual.
Good books, not just good fiction, also good nonfiction, and doing puzzles, they keep your brain going.
Keep your brain going is a great way to write that. I love it.
Hand over that way.
Oh, yes.
Journaling and meditation.
Journaling and meditation. Did somebody have something over here? Did I hear? No? Okay. I'm not keeping up with you. Journaling and meditation. While she writes that, I'll do a quick commercial for our multiple meditation groups that we have, because a lot of us have discovered that meditation is a pretty powerful way to live better. It's when it just kind of trickled into Sunday Assembly, it just turned out that there's a lot of interest. So we now have groups in at least 3 parts of town. Ashley.
Making a relational connection every day.
Making a relational connection every day. Would you like to describe that a little more?
Yeah, it can be something as simple as sending a text message, or it might be actually having a meaningful conversation with somebody. But that's one of my practices is every day I connect somehow with somebody. And usually meetings at work don't count unless they end up having that kind of relational component.
Because those aren't people.
Well, no, it's more making sure that I have a space to show up as my full self and with whatever vulnerability might be there as well, for different reasons that may not always be in a work conversation. And so making sure that there's a space for that tomorrow.
Ross?
I find every once in a while I find myself saying, keep moving, when I'm like, I don't know, like tired, or I'm like, in my bed, I'm like, can I just not do anything in life ever again? And it's like, no, keep moving. And that means like literally like keep taking action, like to the micro, like, no, you're gonna get up and you're gonna do your laundry, to like, no, you need to make long-term plans for this and that, all that. Similar to like stay vertical, like that kind of thing too.
Yeah, we keep it happening. I am like so encouraged to know that that happens to you, because you seem like such the Energizer bunny to me. So
That's why.
I wasn't marching that, but I didn't play that.
Right.
So this came across us from about 2 weeks ago by coincidence. Listening to the regrets of people at the end of their lives.
Oh.
Now it sounds kind of
Well, you never hear, I wish I'd spent one more day at the computer. That does not ring.
For example.
Yeah. So just kind of connecting with what becomes clear for people at that point in their life as a way to live your life.
As advice.
Yeah,
That's
I love
what
that. Yeah, I think being aware of our own mortality in general is a great way to live better. You can put that one on the list. Living the one life we know we have, which is part of how we describe Sunday Assembly. We celebrate the one life we know we have. Yes, ma'am.
Becoming more politically active, because as John Mulaney put it, there's a horse in the hospital, so I can't just stand back and go, it'll be fine. John Mulaney's a stand-up comedian who likens Trump to there being a horse in the hospital, because, by golly, it'll change up the system, now won't it?
Okay, disruptive. So it's not about a horse in the hospital? No.
I dare you to put horse in the hospital up there and try to figure it out.
Then we'll all just try to remember what that was referred to. Brandon.
Not putting off for tomorrow what can be done today.
Not putting off until tomorrow. Don't procrastinate. Let's make her spell procrastinate. Andy.
Ashley's suggestion made me think of not taking myself too seriously.
Don't take yourself too seriously. See, this is what I love about you guys. There's so many good, clear thinking, not well-spoken, clear thoughts that are useful that we're sharing with one another. And being in community, I would also add be part of a community, because my life has just exponentially improved as a result of just having you people in my life. So, so when I don't want to come to an assembly, I also know I'll be happier after if I do, and I know there's going to be so many good things. So.
Yeah, it's too easy these days to not, to wall yourself off,
It is.
But the community will, it's always better,
Yeah. about being mindful of what actually serves you. I don't remember the terms, but yeah, like being aware, having that awareness of, just get up and move, just go. I think those kind of, to my mind, they all blend a little bit to keep track of doing what's good for you, even if in the moment you want to stay in bed. Yes?
Humor. Even if it's ambulance humor, even if things are really bad, humor.
Ashley and I work together on some other things, and I am so lucky to have her, because did you see how she's already there? All right, humor. Mish.
All right, two things. I'll say it right now. Volunteering.
Volunteer.
Volunteer. I think three things. I like to give money not only just to nonprofits and things, but if I've got friends who are down on their luck or over, take them out to lunch, buy something from their store, whatever. The other thing is, I had a friend who was going through a tough time, and she's like, I don't have a timeline. She comes from a perfectionistic place, which I struggle with too. She's like, okay, well, I don't have a timeline. That's good. She's like, but the thing is, just move forward. Don't get stuck. I'm like, that's great, but getting stuck, sometimes you just have, so this is your way to be compassionate for yourself. Recognize that getting stuck is part of the path. It's part of the struggle. It's telling you need to sort something out or pay attention somewhere.
There's meaning in the stuck.
Yeah. So figure out what that's about, and that's the way that you will move forward. But if you get stuck, don't beat yourself up about it. Which is related to how to create yourself-compassion.
I just had a conversation with a friend today about, she just wanted to stay in bed and was beating herself up. And I was like, how about you just stay in bed and don't beat yourself up and see what happens, and see what kind of recovery you might get from that. And that's been a big learning for me in the last couple of years. I can either hate it when I'm stuck or be with it when I'm stuck, and then I don't have the bruises from beating myself up when I come out of that period.
Accept that the chances are greater that you can go through it rather than be stuck in it, fighting with it.
I'm just going to say it. Amen. Mm-hmm. Amen. Yes. Ashley.
Making the unconscious conscious.
Making the unconscious conscious.
I was selling that one, Anna. Sorry. I never did that one. You see.
Yes, you can abbreviate. You would see it. Yeah, she's actually really good with the words, Anna does. Priya.
Decluttering.
Decluttering.
Not just your house, but your life, your computer, your mind.
Don't see your inbox, because that's not going to happen.
You try to bring on us.
It's not clutter if it's digital. It's just not.
Those are all the techniques?
That's it. That's all we have. I like begin again as a way to live better. Just always, no matter what's going on, when you're stuck or you're not sure what to do or you're having trouble with any of these things, with any of these ideas, beginning again, beginner's mind kind of stuff. I like a lot. Dan.
Live a principle-centered life.
Principle-centered life. What does that mean to you, Dan?
It means different things like understanding myself and being true to it, and understanding who I want that future person to be and taking the steps to be there.
And living the
principle-centered life.
I think you could also say, knowing your values and living by them.
What's this list that we're creating again?
Ways that we live better.
It's a conversation, okay?
We could just meander out over. Creative expression.
Yes.
Man, I knew this group would have a lot. Trey. Make lists? Spreadsheets. That gets its own item, spreadsheets. Living better via spreadsheets. Yeah. So those of you who are here for the first time, we're kind of a nerdy bunch. We really actually knew some of us get excited about spreadsheets. That wasn't just a joke. Yes?
Learning to like yourself and being alone with yourself.
Yes. Like yourself, learn to like yourself. Be alone with yourself. That's,
You're
yeah.
okay with silence.
Yes. Being silent, alone with yourself. Tim.
Committing to a path of lifelong learning.
Lifelong learning.
Reading or whatever that may mean to you. Don't stop learning.
Don't stop learning.
Or believing. Everyone's that
Sing along. Laura.
Fake it.
Fake it? Fake it. Would you like to elaborate just in case there's any misinterpretation?
Yeah, you know, if someone expects you to do something, you don't know how to do it, do it anyway.
Like, just try, right?
Just try.
Yeah.
Say, oh yeah, I can do that.
You just said that to everybody on video.
Fix it in post.
There you go. Trey and Andy both, I saw some hands. I don't know what's going on here.
Date yourself.
Date yourself. Yeah. Like, let people know how old you are? Because I don't do that.
Learn to enjoy being with yourself, not by yourself.
I like that. Yeah, that's, actually, I talked about that. That's a great distinction. Enjoying being with yourself, liking it, same way you like somebody else. That makes me start thinking about things like liking yourself, having the same compassion and affection and appreciation for yourself that you might have for somebody else instead of having yourself in some sort of one-down role. Somebody over there? Yes?
It's kind of going a little bit with begin again and stuff place. Don't be too down if you have a failure. Get up and start again. Accept your failure. Look at it and look at what caused it instead of opposed to beating yourself up about it.
So learn from your failure?
Accept and learn from your failure?
Accept and learn from your failure.
Is that we got that for you?
That's pretty good.
Andy?
Don't let perfect be the enemy of the good.
Don't let perfect be the enemy of the good. We don't have any perfectionists here, though. Right? Sarah?
Seek out things that inspire you.
Yes. Wonder more, one might say. Seek out things that inspire you. Anybody else? I tell you, you know what? Something I love. I love this community so much, and one of the things I love is that there's no end to the ways we're all able to think of ways to live better, trying to live better, and bouncing off each other, learning how to live better. I mean, it's the best. Ashley.
Actually breathe deeply. Whenever I catch myself breathing, it's almost always shallow. So actually deepening it that way.
Deepening your deep breathing. You guys are team.
Say yes or say no.
Yes. I think we all know what you mean, right? Does that need any explanation?
I would like PowerPoints, please. Maybe
Trey doesn't want to do more PowerPoints.
Accepting people, including myself, for where they are right now.
Accepting people for where they are right now.
You have the worst job over there around office. She does the worst job over there around office.
I'll put down you talk.
accepting others for where they are right now, and I would say even meet people where they are as an addendum to that I would add. I mean, yours stands alone as well. Yeah.
Learn new skills.
Learn new skills.
If you want to be a lockpick, learn to be a lockpick. Don't let Skyrim just be Skyrim.
Don't know that reference, but
It's okay, we got it.
Okay, good.
We got it.
Those in the know.
Yes, I recognize there were some chuckles. What was that? Learn new skills?
Skyrim is.
I don't have to, I don't think Skyrim was one of it, was it?
Learn
Listen to something
something.
with Skyrim that is better.
It's a video game where you can literally pick locks.
All right. So, any last words of brilliance, or do we have 3 or 4 sheets of brilliance and that's enough?
Is it ever truly enough?
Right. No.
Exactly.
We can always talk more, but there's food over there that people might want to eat, so we're going to get to that. Okay, so can you guys just kind of turn to your neighbor? This is going to be really fast, but just pair up. So like you two, you guys, can you partner with them and you here so we can, here.
We can do a great many things.
Here, I'm going to do it. This is what I say down in classes. You guys, 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 you guys. You guys got, okay, so just turn your partner just really fast. Talk about one thing that you can do this week to live better. Something new that maybe you picked up today or maybe that really sparked with you. But just take a couple of minutes, you don't have to go into a lot of detail, but just think of one thing you can do and commit to your partner to do that, if you're willing. And it could be a small thing. It can be nothing more than watch a video on one thing. I'm going to find out what Skyrim is. share what their commitment was to their partner with the rest of the group so we can all cheer you on and you only in our class this week?
I mean, you know, I was.
Yes.
No, I just basically said, a little bit more this week, or commit to it, is to work out, take care of myself a little bit more, because it's easy to fall off that track, fall off that wagon. So yeah, just commit more to doing something.
Okay. Yay, Giselle, clap.
Well, you know why we gathered here today? For me to make bad jokes. To actually look up ASL classes and learn something that will surprise the hell out of someone in need. Because they'll be trying to sign and I'll be like, I can help with that. And I'll look super cool and they'll like me better and I win.
All right, I love that.
I know, right?
Very simple.
I commit to learning a new skill this week.
I'm going to tell you guys mine so you understand how low this bar can be. I'm going to keep on keeping on because March has been a bitch for me so far. So I'm just going to keep moving. Come on, give me one more. Give me one more. No. Laura.
Okay. You may know that our friend Daniel is living with us with his dog, and his dog thinks that litter boxes are just the greatest thing ever. I'm going to commit to cleaning them out more often, because otherwise he will.
Dog and cats will be living with her as well.
Do that. His dog does.
All right, Laura, good job. Andy?
Well, coincidentally, Sarah was the one who had the idea of after bedtime, and I realized that I'm about to go into a period where my sleep will be challenged, so I need to go into that with better sleep. So I committed to have head on pillow at 11 p.m.
11 p.m. All right. I dig that. So let's cheer for everybody. Give a hand to everybody who shared this great life with us. And all of you who are part of the we would love for you guys to all live better, and we will help often and wonder more as well together. Thank you guys. Thanks for your participation.
Thank you so much. Sorry I almost tripped you with this cable. Well, that was cool. I really appreciate learning what folks are focusing on when they're trying to live better, they're trying to live their best life. I think that is rad. So thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
So up next we have a segment that we love to do at every assembly if possible. If you came in and you took a look at that picnic-looking table up at the front, there is a beautiful box. Tim is voguing right now to demonstrate. Yep. But eventually he's going to come up here and he's going to share what everyone is encouraged to every assembly. Write on an index card and share something that's happening in your life. It could be anonymous, it could have your name, it could be big, it could be small, it could be good, it could be bad. And then we just kind of hear that and we learn about what's happening in our community. And so, thankfully I just stole all the things that Tim was going to say. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get you a stool.
All right, so hello everyone. Rob stole all my thunder. Just kidding.
You've got thunder to spare.
Okay, so as Rob said, this is a segment that we like to do. When life happens to you, sometimes a little, sometimes a lot. It can be something big or small, something good or bad. I'd like us to show a little support, so if someone has something positive, maybe we can give a little round of applause. And if something is less fortunate, maybe in lieu of awkward silence, we can give some snaps of support. Let's hear those snaps. There we go. Okay, yeah. All right, so here we go. Extreme support. Our first card is from Angel, who says, A couple of weeks ago, I passed my A+ IT certification exams, so now that I'm A+ certified, I am ready to transition from immigration to IT. If anyone knows of a Tier 1 or help desk position, ITP, let me know. Thank you. Our next card comes from Ray, who says, "My mom unfortunately had a fall last weekend which cracked a rib and injured her spleen. After a 4-day stay in the hospital, she seems to be on her way to recovery. Strangely, it now seems that she may be diabetic based on her high blood sugar over the past week. Odd to hear when you're 87 already." This next card is from someone who chose to remain anonymous. It says, "It's time to look beyond my own backyard. I can't sit idle anymore." Okay, this next card is from Ross, who says, "My trip to San Antonio was surprisingly good. Yay." Okay, this next card is for me. So as I mentioned earlier, my uncle Michael passed away 3 days ago. He was just shy of, well, today was would be his 55th birthday. He was by far my favorite in the family, the youngest of 7 siblings, and it happened really suddenly. A week ago, we found out that he had 6 months to live, and then 6 months turned into about 4 days. So I will always love and miss him. Rest in peace, Uncle Mike. This next card is from Dan B, who says, "It's been a long time coming, but it's been a good month. I hope it was for you all too." Thank you, Dan. Next card is from Laura, who says, "It's bad enough that white nationalism is prevalent in the USA, but now it's hit little bitty New Zealand. I'm so sad. Also, no baby kittens yet." Claps for kittens, snaps for New Zealand. Okay, next card is from someone who is anonymous. "So many plumbing issues. Between having issues with a bathtub clog and 2 toilet issues, it's been quite a headache. You have issues with indoor plumbing, you'll wonder why we even give sliced bread a seat in the conversation." We got the issues fixed, thankfully. Cheers. Okay, this next card is in cursive, so I'm going to do my best. Lessons learned the hard way. Real estate buyers, beware. Be sure to take the final... Oh God. The final plan to a certified civil engineer to examine...
Get a baby boomer up there.
Lessons learned the hard way. Real estate buyer beware. Be sure to take the final plat to the certified civil engineer to interpret and examine to see if there are any retention bonds across or easements you may be responsible for. Most real estate folks are not aware of this, nor is it part of training, though it should be. For the benefit of the consumer, this is beyond a survey.
Thank you.
Whoever had trouble with that.
That's for me. Okay, and our last card is from Andy, last but not least. A few days ago, I challenged a friend to make a list of beautiful things that he noticed throughout the day, not having to do with people. He challenged me to do the same, so I accepted and have enjoyed noticing such things which, surprise, were really there all along, such as indoor plumbing, our large kitchen sink, really nice birds at our bird feeders. So my learning is that beauty is all over the place if I just notice it, and I'm grateful to my friend for having asked me to practice that awareness. So thank you to everyone who shared and to everyone who has listened. We will be here when life happens to you. Thank you very much.
All right, several thoughts. One, not into the millennial shaming. Two, you know I feel the plumbing, or what did Amy say, the very large kitchen sink thing. I have not had a kitchen since late October because of reasons. And so, yeah, I definitely feel the nicety of actually having one of those. And yeah, on a more serious note, right? Like something really terrible happened in New Zealand, and I'm really glad. I forgot who brought that up, right? But like, thank you for reminding us of, something that is like kind of around us all the time, and apparently is not unique to our country. I'm glad that we come together and we try to create positivity and kindness and compassion. In spite of a world that is quite hostile to different kinds of people a lot of the time. So I'm glad y'all are here. So thank you. Thank you for that applause, because that gave me time to pull up what is next, which are our announcements. So in continuing the spirit of like, hey, this is a cool community, what other things do we do? How else can we be spreading this thoughtfulness and this trying to live our best lives and all that jazz. So I'll say that what's coming up next. So every month on the third Sunday, like I mentioned, we have an assembly like this. Next month in April, we're going to have a returning speaker, one of her favorites, Dr. Kim Cobb from Georgia Tech. She is a professor on climate change. She is a badass, and she is always a delight. Last time she came, she spoke. She said that the theme should be, "It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine." Which, of course, we performed that song. It was great. And yeah, it's going to be really good. She's always a favorite, so I would highly recommend coming to that one. It'll be really cool. Up next, we have, so on Saturday is an extremely busy day, y'all. And so definitely get out of bed and do something. And I've got two great choices for you. One is here, in Atlanta, it's the March for Science, of which Lewis is right here, and he's one of the people that is running that. And you saw some flyers up on the table, right? So this is the third year of it. It's going to be happening at Old Fourth Ward Park, and you're going to be walking down the Beltline to Piedmont Park, which is where the Atlanta Science Festival is. So it's like bang for buck. My understanding is if you have dinosaur-related costumes or paraphernalia, those are welcome. But just like our speaker for next month, how many times is the budget for the National Science Foundation is projected to be much lower. Science is not always appreciated. I think it is in this community. So I think there's lots of reasons to say, I guess I need to go out there and advocate for reason and evidence and understanding our world to create a better society. So yes, definitely check that out if you are here. If you are perhaps going to be in Nashville, another thing is happening over there on Saturday and Sunday, which is the Nashville Nuns Convention, or NanoCon. And that's mostly put on by a group of folks who are in Sunday Assembly Nashville. So our buddies over there, they've been doing that. It's a conference just mostly for non-religious folks of all stripes, and I volunteer with them plenty. So it should be really good, I think. Anna, did you say you're headed out there? There you go. So you will be in fine company. There's lots of other cool Sunday Assembly folks there. In fact, I think Giselle, you learned about Sunday Assembly through going to that 2 years ago, right?
Well, I've been to Sunday before, but I got back in touch.
Right, exactly. So it's a really cool space. I would highly recommend it. So make your choice, but do something cool on Saturday. That is my pitch. That's my pitch. Three more things. We have some small group events I wanted to mention. One is the Help Often at Karis. Is it Karis?
Karis.
It is Karis, right?
It's Karis.
Cool. The feminist bookstore that's moving from Little Five Points to near Agnes Scott, right? Yeah, and so they just said, hey, we could use help in like organizing our books, moving things, and all that stuff. And Anna was like, hey, I'm willing to like show up one of these things. And so I don't remember the day. Do you know it offhand?
It's March 30th.
March 30th.
From noon to 4.
Exactly, yes. And so yes, if you are into supporting local businesses, and especially a cool feminist bookstore that I've been to several times and gone to cool events for, I would highly recommend checking that out. We also have Talking TED, which is on April 6th, on Saturday evening. Sounds like it's not decided yet.
No, it's on making and maker culture.
Ooh, okay. So we've had a speaker on that. We've had Lou Left and speak on that as well. So that should be really cool. And is that your place?
Yes.
Okay. And last but not least, we have another Help Often event at the Atlantic Community Food Bank. We've been doing this for several months now, which is great. This one is going to be April 30th. And it's really awesome. You're sorting through like food and supplies that people donate in those big bins. Like they go somewhere and people sort through them and make sure they get to people who need them. It's a really wonderful experience, and they put on cool music and it's great. So highly recommend that. So if you need to get your Help Often game on, you got lots of options. So please feel encouraged to come to some of those. Up next, as I slide over to the next thing, we are going to have 2 more songs, and the first one's going to be alongside our collection. So might I invite our band to perform our last 2 numbers, after which we will be potluck. This first one is a cake song, so no, you don't have to stand. It's not really a high energy thing, is it? But it does seem like a good, yes, please take your stool back, Misha, I didn't mean to steal it from you. This is also our collection, and hopefully Trey will be able to find some baskets to be able to pass around. But Sunday Assembly is entirely, Sunday Assembly in Atlanta is entirely volunteer run and supported, and it costs money to have these spaces, to have our events, to have our meetup, and all these things that get people to know about what we're doing. And we could be doing a lot more if we had volunteer support and, of course, financial support. So if you are willing and able, please feel free to, we've got baskets that'll come around, and we also have, PayPal and Venmo. If you look for SK Atlanta, if you look for us there, you can donate super easily. So thank you very much. We're going to do this song, and I'm going to go get my trombone.
Like if I didn't take my name on steroid, I would just be like, I feel sorry for your pain.
You probably know this one, so feel free to sing along. That's a little bit different. At first I was afraid, I was petrified, and I could live without Yeah, that's Kate's version of I Will Survive. It has a swear word in it, which makes it good.
Our next song is Home. This is something that has a lot of, or we would welcome a lot of audience participation. We kindly request that y'all stand up. We'd like you to make some of the music with us. So the whistling tune goes a little bit like this. Let me play the key so that y'all can get it. So it goes. That might be a little complex for y'all, but hopefully you'll get it.
We're going to do it 3 times. You'll get it.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
I promise. All right.
much for coming. Please enjoy food and company, and maybe you might find this place your home.